Kala, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Rakate Yahweh, Rakate Yahweh Shai, Rakate Yahweh, Rakate Yahweh Shai, Rakate Yahweh, Rakate Yahweh Shai, Tawada, 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 Karmadash. Do a quick in-transit video, basically on general topics, things that's going on in this world as relate to the Bible and us Israelites, we so-called Black, Hispanics, and Native Americans. And right now we're in the middle of a changeover in presidency, changeover of power. And, we had the election, and we had the changeover with the new president, DJ Trump, he's taking the seat. He signed a lot of things into action. A lot of laws, and like Elder Apostle, beloved Elder Apostle Tar say, they have teeth on these laws. I mean, they initiating these laws, they're making them happen. And he's coming out, he's hitting the ground running. All these things he already had prepared, which at the end of the day, he's nothing but a puppet that's used by these upper elites, to do their bidding. And one thing that they're doing, they're going after the Israelites, you so-called Black, Hispanics, Native Americans. But mainly right now, it's the northern tribe that's on their hit list. And really these northern tribes that they're running up out of here, or that they're gathering up out of here, they're demonizing them, with propaganda ways, that they're trying to make it like, they're all criminals and rapists and murderers and all that. And like I said, don't get me wrong, you do have a lot of those. You do have those in every group. But those are the ones that they focus on, not the mainly ones that's over here that's doing majority of the heavy lifting, man, the hard work that's being done in this place. They don't focus on that. And like I said, they're going into these workplaces and pulling them out of these workplaces and deporting them. And I get it. You have other nations, they have this problem going over. They have immigrants that come over and the jobs and all that, take jobs and all that. But these jobs don't pay these immigrants, or these migrants what they're supposed to be paid. They pay them for a low wage because they know they can't pay the average American no wage because it's not worth their time to be out there working at it. But because they can take that money and send it home, they can do more with it. So really they've been exploited, for that hard labor. But they go in there, they grab them out of these places because they done demonize them, and they, through their media, and we have to be careful of how the media does, because they've done this to the Southern Kingdom in times past, Same old playbook, man. They still do it. They still do it on the Southern Kingdom. And they had a case called Willie Horton, I think it was during the Reagan time when Reagan ran for president, back in 1988. They had this guy for Willie Horton, they let him out of prison. They knew he was a habitual rapist or killer or something like that. And they knew they let him out, he was going to do the same thing again, which he did. And then they highlighted that and they used that for their campaign slogan about coming up with these harsh laws to lock up you jakes, man. And same thing they're doing right now with the Northern Kingdom. They'll take specific cases, they'll highlight them and make it like it's all the Northern Kingdom is like that, So we have to be very mindful in these times of the play of these devils, man. Like the brother was saying from GMS, Mississippi, who's the real criminal, man? Who's the one that outshines anybody in doing any type of criminal behavior? Is Esau Edom. He leads the pack in all his criminality, but he paints himself as being the saint. He always paints himself as being the good guy. Behind the scene, he's the one that creates all these underground organizations, that Jake is taught. The Crips and the Bloods and all those organizations at the top is really ran by Esau Edom, man. Those them cartel gangs down in Mexico, Noriega, it goes back to Noriega, man. He was paid by the CIA and all those people, man. And then when they want to use them, they go down there and grab them and use them as an excuse to go down there and take resources or take over the government. same thing they're doing now with these northern tribes. So we have to be very mindful, because right now it started with the northern tribes, but like Elder Apostle Malcolm out of GMS Chicago often say, it starts with the northern tribes and usually finish with the southern tribe. Same way as it did in our homeland back in 70 AD when they Slovakia, back in our homeland, when the first southern kingdom was taken over by the Syrians, and then the southern kingdom was taken over by the Babylonians. So we have to be very mindful, man, what's at play, because it's just, you can see it building up to something, you know, and it's going to turn into all-out chaos and war, and it's going to be like a time of Jacob's trouble, you know, spoken of in the book, in the prophet Jeremiah. We have to be mindful of the play of Esau Edom, man. He's very crafty in what he do, especially with this media, man. He's like a witch, man, or, you know, with his enchantments that he put on the people by demonizing a certain group of people. Therefore, you know, everybody's all on board to go and through and treat them less than human beings, you know. Brother did a very good video out of GMS Mississippi camp this morning talking about it. But like I said, it's the same old play that they've been doing for years, man. They'll paint all with one paintbrush, man, with the broad brush, like all the Northern Kingdom is here to take over everything and criminalize and destroy everything. They're all criminals. But at the same time, they done brought Moab over here, they done brought the Hamites over here, they done brought Ishmael over here. All them over that came in through that southern border, they're not demonizing them, and they're not gathering them up and taking them up out of here. Because it's something else, it's another play that's behind the scene that they're going to use those other nations for, man. Because they all confederate against you Jakes, man. You so-called black Hispanics and Native Americans. And really, it's a reality check for a lot of the Northern Kingdom, man. Because a lot of them, they get over here, they feel that they're above a lot of the Southern Kingdom Jakes. You know, especially over in California, where they take over the neighborhoods, and in some cases, you know, they oppress the Southern Kingdom Jakes, man. They allow them to get in certain places of government, and they try to run the so-called blacks out of those areas, man. A lot of them, you know, come over here and say that they're white. You know, they put down on the census that they're white, not Hispanic or whatever, you know, name that they're supposed to be that they're giving them. But really, like I say, it's a reality check. You know, once Esau Edom, you know, he breaks all his laws and his treaties, so it's nothing new. You know, you think you can sign a pact with the devil and think you're not gonna get unscathed, man. But like Scripture tells you, man, your covenant with death shall be annulled. You know, roughly speaking. The devil don't care about his own people. What make you think he care about you, Northern Kingdom tribes, man? Right now, y'all getting a reality check, man. This devil use you just like he use anybody else. And don't think you Southern Kingdom tribes off the hook, because you see a lot of Jakes, you know, on the comment boards, you know, talking about, well, that's what they get, you know, and such yada yada yada. But it's all used to divide and conquer, man. So we have to be mindful of the tricks of the devil, because he'll use our own people to push that type of agenda. He, like I say, he is very crafty in what he's doing, man. Part of his blessing is the sword and that mouthpiece that he's got, you know. He's a trickster. And with that propaganda machine, he can paint a very nasty picture of you Jakes. Therefore, he stirs up the minds of the people put them in the mind of sedition, and it's all out chaos out here, man. You already know a lot of these Edomites, man. They got stockpiles of weapons. They see their ammunition, starting to expire, man. They want to let loose, man. They want to get off out here. And all they're looking for now is an excuse. And Trump is building up their emotions, man. He's pushing that fear. He's giving that sense of impunity, where they where they can feel they can go out here and do whatever the hell they want to do. But the Lord's elect is going to be saved out of it, 2/3, yep, y'all going to get it, man. 2/3 is going to be destroyed, right along with these other heathen nations, man. But really, it might be a blessing, man, that they're getting a lot of you out here, because the place as a whole is going to be destroyed. Babylon the Great is going to be taken out. So with that, Lord will, this lesson was edifying. With that, say shalom.